If you want to skip the exercise and just go straight to my walkthrough of the location, go to the end of the countdown. Since you guys liked the other psychic practice exercise, this time I'll show you the very basics of remote viewing. To do it for real, you'd be following a detailed protocol developed by Russel Targ and Hal Puthoff at Stanford Research Institute, SRI, and used in our military's Project StarGate, basically a psychic spy program. What we're doing here is the basic version of remote viewing. It's just so you can try it out and get a sense of what it is. I'll explain it first and show you an example of me doing it, and then I'll give you an opportunity for you to do the transcript. Then I will show you the location and my impressions so you can get your feedback and see how you did. Step 1 is the cool down. This is when you get into a meditative state. How you approach your meditative state is your own business. If you need to pause the video, pause it while you come down or get into your trance. Step 2, write down the coordinates and do the ideogram. The coordinates are numbers associated with the target. An outside source will give you the coordinates. In remote viewing, you can't know the target beforehand, so you're just given a set of numbers that correlates with the target. So these are the coordinates I'm working with, and then I immediately do the ideogram. The ideogram is the subconscious doodle you're going to make immediately after copying down the coordinates. The ideogram provides us a link to the target along with information about the space and movement of the target or in the target. Step 3, you're going to note incoming impressions. First, start with the ideogram with the emotions or feelings that you're getting with it. If you need to rewrite your coordinates and then do the ideogram over and over, that's fine. I usually do that because I kind of analyze what's happening when I'm doing the ideogram. And you aren't trying to redo the ideogram. You're trying to do what naturally comes with these coordinates. Step 4, begin looking for impressions about the target using the 5 senses and starting very vague or general. And then over the course of the transcript, you're going to be moving a little bit more specific. You want to just use descriptive words at this point. As soon as you start to label it or go, oh, I know what it is, that's where you run into errors. And you'll write that over on the right side as an AOL, an Analytical Overlay. You don't have to worry too much about that, but anytime you label something, just write it over there and kind of let it go because it's probably wrong. And it'll take you down the wrong path. You'll start making up stories. And you don't want to do that because as soon as you do that, you are leaving the target. Instead, describe it. Sometimes I will just use a tactile psychic sense and try to feel something with my hands, feel what it feels like on my hands or under my hands or what my hands are doing. I'll write the coordinates in the air with my fingers and do the ideogram with my finger in the air. With this transcript in this session, a lot is focused on the feeling and movement associated with the target. What it feels like being in the target, being at the target. That's why I've got this looping feeling, and I'm moving into trying to consider the feeling associated with the target. Questions you might ask are, what temperature do I feel at the target? What textures, colors, sounds, movement, patterns, shapes, scents, tastes? What does it feel like on my skin? Keep asking yourself these kinds of questions and describe your impressions. Don't name anything, describe only. And draw or doodle. Let your hand just make marks. And make sure to record everything that comes to you, even the stuff where you're labeling things. Write it over there under AOL. You can move backwards and forwards in time and move around the space. So if you feel like you want another angle on what's going on at this target, move around. See if you can make it happen. And when you're done, write end at the bottom of your paper. A lot of people take a long time to do a transcript. I'm pretty quick, but for this example, I'm trying to go fast anyway, so we can get you going with it. There are a lot of practice targets that are online. You just Google remote viewing practice targets, and you will be provided with coordinates you can use just like I did here. And after you do your transcript, you click on the number and it'll show you what your target was. So I did it, I finished, now I'm clicking the coordinates, and here is what my target was. Okay, step 5, now it's time to get your feedback and judge how you did. An interesting note is that our special perceptions can be off, backwards, broken, etc. You might only see parts of something, so it may take a little bit of experience to correctly judge what you got or whether you connected with the target. Try to be honest with yourself with judging. So I think I did a pretty good job with this. Most of my information was about the flying aspects and the space around and inside the jet while it's flying. And if I kept going with the session, I would probably get closer and closer to what was going on. Sometimes you're going to get it, sometimes you won't. But a lot of people have beginner's luck with this, so plan on being pleasantly surprised by what you get. All right, that was my example. Now it's your turn. If you need more time at any point, pause the video. Step 1, this is the cool down. You want to get into a meditative state. Take a few deep breaths and relax your mind. Step 2, write your coordinates and do your ideogram. Target coordinates 404109. That's the number you're going to write on your page. Step 3, begin recording your feelings about the ideogram. If you need to rewrite your coordinates or do the ideogram over and over, that's fine. Step 4, record your impressions working from general to specific, using your 5 senses and only describing, no labeling. And when you're done, finish the session by writing end at the bottom of your paper. This sort of releases your psychic interest in the target. When you're ready, skip to the end of the countdown and begin judging your transcript. Pause the video if you need more time. Okay, step 5. Now it's time to get your feedback and judge how you did. This video clip, including both my experiences and the location, is your target number 404109. Go ahead and begin judging your transcript. This text is EVP captions from EVPs I hear later while editing. If you want to hear them, I suggest wearing headphones. This is one of these sketchy kind of spots. It's sketchy because I'm so absolutely alone right here. It also might feel sketchy because a bunch of people were massacred right here. That's what I was told. So here's the monument. The Valentine was built by the black soldiers of the 9th Cavalry in 1890. Controlled the east boundary of the Ute Reservation to contain tribal members and assist in helping with disputes between the Indians and non-Indians. This monument is made possible by the vision of the Ute tribe in partnership with the Bureau of Land Management, both committed to honoring our past and saving important local history. It doesn't say anything about a massacre. It doesn't say really much at all. So explain this. Do I have anybody here with me? It says 1890. I can't read what this says. I can't read it. It's a heart-shaped mound. Troop. Yeah, somebody said something about a massacre. I don't know. I'll tune in. Let's see what I'm getting. So tell me about this place. I'm hearing remembrance. Lives lost. Is there anybody that's with me? Somebody said, keep walking. It's so bright. It's so blindingly bright here. Is there anything to gain by walking up here, by climbing up? What is this place? What I'm feeling is an absence. Whoa! Yeah, this is not a good idea. There we go. There we go. Okay. Confluence. What am I feeling? Are there people around? I'm trying to picture. I see stagecoach wagons, like wagon train. I feel like this little spot is almost felt like I was interrupting somebody. Like there's somebody right here and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so these structures, these hills right here, well, this feels almost like a guard point. If we're getting over there to water. And so it seems like you go through here or you go through the next
little space in between these. And those are some of the spots where you can kind of get through. They're like gateways. It also feels like a spot where there might be an ambush. Feels like this is where you hide. You hide on both sides and you hit whoever's coming through. It felt like my finger just touched something solid. And I was realizing that, like, I don't feel like I'm touching anything. So what am I picking up? I'm really confused here. This is another one of these spots that's confusing. And that seems like that's because there are two different versions of what's happening. Okay, so the imagery I'm getting is like somebody opening up a door. Somebody opening a door and then looking left, like ducking in to look left, ducking out, ducking in to look right, ducking out. It's like the person is hanging back, or their group is hanging back, and somebody else is going forward. And I'm not seeing any buffalo soldiers. I'm not seeing buffalo soldiers. I'm seeing photos of old buffalo soldiers. Like I'm seeing like a group shot. All right, I gotta go because I'm going to overheat. Whoever was here, whatever was done, may you find peace. And if my team or my guides can help, please ask them. Thank you.
All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. Please subscribe, all of that stuff, and tell me how you did with this. You know, how did you like it? What did you get? Are you going to be looking further into remote viewing? All right, thanks for watching.
Let's see if this will take us there on back roads. Do I go back out? No. No, it will not.